Okay, so the NFL draft is complete, but rookies need their numbers. So for the Steelers, what are gonna be the rookies' numbers? So first, we're gonna start with the first round draft pick, which is Broderick Jones. Broderick has already gotten his number. His number is 77. He wore 59 in college. 59 is not an option. If you're a Steelers fan, you know why. And 77 happens to also be the number of his Georgia teammate who died in that car accident when they were drag racing with Jalen Carter, who got drafted by the Eagles. So Broderick will wear 77 in honor of him, and not only was he Broderick's teammate, he was Broderick's roommate. So that really, really means something to him. So he's going to wear 77. The second round pick, Joey Porter Jr. It's rumored, it's not been confirmed by the team yet, but it's rumored that he will wear 24 in honor of Ike Taylor. Now, like I said, it's not confirmed by the team, but that is what Ike Taylor has said. So until we wait on word for that, we're going to just hold and still give some predictions. He could, in theory, wear 5. Yes, the NFL has allowed corners to wear single digits. The Steelers have not really gotten into that trend yet. So who knows? Maybe they let him wear 5 since his dad was 55. Now, to my knowledge, I don't believe corners can get into the 50s. I could very well be wrong, but to my knowledge, they can't go to 55. Plus, even if they could, Cole Holcomb, the free agent linebacker the Steelers signed, has already chosen 55 since that's what he wore with the Washington Commanders. So, he could wear 5 because it's just 55, just one of the numbers. He could wear 27 since 2 plus 7 equals his college number of 9. He cannot pick his college number because that already belongs to Chris Boswell. He'd have to get the number from Chris. So he could wear 5. He could wear maybe 45 if he wants to do the addition. He can't get 36 because that'd be the bus. It's not been retired, but it's out of circulation. So he could get maybe 27. He could maybe get 45. Or, if 24 is really the number he's choosing, then that's the number he's choosing. Benny Snell is no longer a Steeler, so that number is available. Keanu Benton, he wore 95 at Wisconsin, and as far as I'm aware of, there are no current Steelers that wear the number 95. I will double check that just to make sure that I'm correct, that no one wears 95. So 95 is available, so he would most likely take 95. Next is Darnell Washington, and this one is the tricky one, where he wore 0 in college, and the NFL just approved the rule to allow players to wear 0. That's awesome. That's great. But, and here's the but, if the Steelers continue their trend of not letting players go with the new rule, then 0 is not going to be an option for him. So we're going to say 0 could be an option, or he could also wear a number like maybe like 80, potentially. So if I go over here to the website, 80 is available. 86 is Hines Ward. I don't think they'd give him 86. And that's about it for numbers in the 80s. The other option is to go into the 40s. Tight ends can wear numbers in the 40s. If he were to do that, the numbers in the 40s that are available are 40. If he ain't getting 43, that's for sure. 47 he wouldn't get. 48 he could get. 48 is available. So he's very limited in what he can do if he can't get 0 from the Steelers. So it's either 0 or maybe 80. Next is Nick Herbig. He wore 19. Obviously 19 belonging to Calvin Austin III is not available. So he could, in theory, pick any number in the 40s, which linebackers can do. He could pick a few numbers in the 90s. So, for example, 94 is available currently. If Benton takes 95, 95 would not be available. So he doesn't have many options. Now 91 is not available, which you know it's so easy for him to just flip his numbers, but that number is currently taken by Jonathan Marshall, who is a defensive tackle. So he could wear 94, which was just used by Tyson, or any of the numbers in the 40s like I just listed, whether it be 40 or 48. There are numbers in the 50s he could take. He could take 51. That was just vacated by Miles Jack. So Nick is pretty limited in what he can pick from. 40, 48, 51. He doesn't have a whole lot of options. Or, like I said, some number in the 90s, like a 94. Because otherwise, I don't think he has many options. Next is Corey Trice Jr. So Corey Trice, he's the corner taken from Purdue. Now, corners can wear anywhere in the 20s or the 30s. So he wore 23 at Purdue. Now, when I say 20s or 30s, they can also go into the 40s. James Pierre has 42. And they can also be single digits with the new rules. But let's, again, assume that the Steelers aren't going to let players do that. Because even then, 2 plus 3, he could wear 5 if he wanted to. 24, if Joey Porter does not take it, would be available. 27, if Joey doesn't take it, would be available. What else is available? 32 would not be an option, was just retired by the Steelers. R.I.P. Franco. 34 is an option. That was just vacated by Edmonds. Like I said, 36 would be the bus. When you get into the 40s, I've been over this with a couple of players already. So, he's pretty limited in what he can do. 23. If he can get 23 from KZ, and KZ doesn't mind going back to 24, if Joey's not taking that, because KZ in the preseason last year at 24, when he and Benny both make the roster, he has to change his number, or one of them has to change their number, and it ended up being him changing to 23. Which, I guess he'll keep. No point in, switching for, the hell of it. So, again, some of these guys, you can repeat numbers. For example, Anthony McFarland, if he wears 26 and Trice wears 26, your offense, defense, one of you makes the roster, and you keep 26, and both of you make the roster, one of you switches. That's all. So then you have Spencer Anderson. Spencer Anderson wore 54 at Maryland, which I believe, let's see. It is not available right now. It is occupied by Tay Crowder, but again, that's an offense-defense. He can very much wear 54 throughout the preseason, and we'll see from there. Otherwise, if he wants a number not occupied, he's an offensive lineman. He could wear 51. He could wear, let's see. He could wear 60. He could wear 64. 66. That was DeCastro's number. So 72 would be available. 74. 75 is not available. That's retired. Mean Joe. And that's about it. Now, he could wear 79. A D-tackle wears 79. He could wear 68. A D-tackle wears 68. So there are definitely guys where, you can have that number. Like I said, if he wants 54, he can wear it. Tay Crowder can wear it. And then let the season play out. If neither one makes the roster, okay. If one of them makes the roster, they get 54. If both make the roster, they settle it. Tay Crowder, maybe he's not attached to 54. Maybe that's just, hey, it's a number. Whereas Anderson wore it in college. So that they decide themselves. So if I had to say official, Broderick 77, that's confirmed. Joey Porter, I'm going to go by the report and say 24. Similar playing styles. Ike was never a ball hawk. Joey has 1 interception in college. Keanu, 95. Darnell. If the Steelers are unwilling to give the single number to anyone that's not a quarterback, a kicker, or a punter, I'm going to say 80. Nick. It's hard for Nick. Probably he'd get somewhere in the 50s. Maybe a 51. I'm going to guess 51 for Nick. Corey. Let's give Corey a number in the 20s. Let's give Corey 26. Let's give him 26. Spencer Anderson, 54. Even if it's just for the preseason. So, 77, 24, 95, 80, 51, 26, and 54. Now, Corey, maybe he doesn't want the same number as someone else and he takes 27. Very likely. So those are going to be my predictions for the Steelers draft picks on what numbers they get. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button for me. I'm trying to grow the channel. I will see everyone in the next video. Thanks for watching.